Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a full face of new makeup I haven't tried. I don't know how to put that. Some of this stuff I've never seen before, but some of it's just new to me. I just haven't tried any of it yet. For today's video, I don't have any new eyebrow products, setting powder, or mascara. So to start off, as always, I'm gonna moisturize. I have already moisturized. I don't know if you can tell, my face kind of looks oily. But I am very dry. To start off, because it has actually been requested, not in my comments, but I have had one specific person, and you know who you are, asking me continuously, every time I talk to her, when are you gonna do a video on eyebrows? When are you gonna put out a tutorial on eyebrows? Have you done it yet? Are you recording now? Because I'll Snapchat her when I'm trying to do a YouTube video, or I'm just playing with makeup, and where's my eyebrow video? Well, since I normally cut it out of my videos and she's been requesting it, today I figured I'd put some time aside so that I can do my eyebrows on camera for you guys. I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna go. My eyebrow routine kind of changes every time I do my eyebrows, but I'll show you guys what I'm doing for my eyebrows as of right now, because I have changed my hair color back to blue from red. So, now that I've spilt most of my coffee, let's do my eyebrows. So, to start off doing my eyebrows, I always just use any spoolie. This one's a bit stained because I use it for my eyebrows all the time, but any spoolie that you can find, just brush your eyebrows up. Every time I do my eyebrows, I pluck my eyebrows. You obviously don't have to do this, but I do this just so that they don't get out of control. All I do is pluck any stray hairs right here and right in the middle. So just plucking any stray hairs that you don't want there. I always just brush them out one more time. Especially in case you moved any hairs, you want to make sure that you can see like the structure of your brow so that once you fill it in, it's a bit easier. I'm going to be using the E.L.F. eyebrow duo brush, and that's what I was using before, just so that I could use the spoolie end. And to fill in my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the KVD Beauty 24-Hour Super Brow in the shade Light Brown. So using my little brush, I'm just going to dip in. Of course, it's a little bit dirty in the cap, but what I do is take the pomade and take a tiny bit and put it into the cover and wipe it off. It's kind of hard to tell when I'm doing it at that angle, but I hope you can see. Kind of like picking up the product so that it's dispersed evenly on the brush, and it also takes off any excess product that you don't need so that you don't have like Sharpie brows. Anyway, how I start off my brows, I start off both of them differently, but this eyebrow I start right here in this bald spot every time. So I have a weird scar right there, and I don't remember what it's from. It's probably from hitting myself in the face with a scooter when I was a kid. I don't remember. I slightly remember that incident. Not fully. And then, since I already started like this little part right here where I have a gap, I'm going to go straight down to the bottom of my eyebrow and fill in right there and start creating a line underneath my eyebrow as a guideline kind of, and drag it out through the tail. And then I kind of just fill that in right there. And as you can see right here where I have like no hair, it doesn't really, like even if I brush down, it doesn't really stick right there very well. So I do put more product on that one spot than I do the rest of my brow. You don't want as much product on your actual eyebrow hairs than you do the bald spots, because if you have the same amount of product throughout the entire brow, you're still gonna see the bald spots. You want more product where you have a bald spot in your eyebrow. So adding a tiny bit more product right there. I kind of just tap it in because that, since it is a scar right there, it doesn't stick. So sometimes I even put primer right there, but for some reason I forgot to do that first. So now just filling in the gap. I start from the arch of my brow because if you can't tell, especially when I raise my eyebrow, I do have quite a prominent arch. So I kind of just fill in from the arch of my brow to the tail end, and I don't want that to be very thick. I want it to be kind of a tapered end. So continuing to fill this little gap in. And then without adding any more product, I'm going to start slowly going up towards the front of my brow. But I do want to, like, I continuously slant my brush to create that sharp line on the bottom. And once I start getting up to the front of the brow, I will turn the angle of my brush so that it's going upwards, and I'm doing upward hair stroke motion kind of thing. I don't know how to put that. So continuing to lightly, I did add a tiny bit of product, but make sure it's very minimal on the front of the brow. Otherwise you're gonna probably end up dispersing more product than you mean to. So just flicking it up lightly and feathering the front of the brow. So at this point, that's pretty much where I would leave my eyebrow and start carving out with concealer. So I'm going to hop over to the other brow and finish that one off camera. But quickly, what I would recommend, anybody that doesn't have like common knowledge of how they want their brows to look or where they want them to start and stop, what you can do is from the ball of your nose up right here should be where the start of your brow is. From the ball of your nose across your pupil over, that is where the arch of your brow should lie. And then the ball of your nose lining up with the end of your eyebrow, the ball of your nose ending up with the end of your eye, the very corner of your eye, is where your eyebrow should end. So if you feel like you don't know where to start your eyebrow, stop your eyebrow, and where to have like your arch, that would be a good guide for a beginner. But I'm going to be using the same technique that I used on this eyebrow, on this one, off camera, and I'll be right back. Normally I just pull the concealer down. I want to make sure it's a clean line, but pull the concealer down from the line that you make, because that's going to go into prepping the eyelids. With the remaining product, go to the front of the brow, very lightly, and then I cover my inner corner because it's really blue. Since that's carved out, you can leave it here, but if you're going to do it the way that I do my eyebrows, you flip the brush back over, and that's why I coat both sides, and carve out the top. And then I kind of just lightly go to there. And then I'll take the other side of the brush where it's fluffy and blend. Moving on to the other brow, I'm just going to conceal or carve out the edges off camera. I apologize to anybody if you can hear the air conditioner. I had to open the door up to my makeup room these lights are really hot, but also just the sheer fact that it's like 90 degrees outside and I didn't have a fan on, I don't have an air conditioner in here, and I've got 2 studio lights facing me right now. Plus I'm drinking coffee, taking what is left off the back of my hand that I can. I like to use all the products that I can so I don't waste any, but I'm going to be using the same concealer that I use to carve out my eyebrows. I like to put a dot on the inner corner because my eyes are blue right there, and a little bit on the eyelid. I probably don't need as much on this eye as this one because I put a little there already, but I don't know how full coverage this is, so we're just gonna test and see. Hi. This is really like dewy, and I'm loving how hydrating this is. If you have dry lids or just dry skin, right off the bat at least, I would definitely recommend this concealer. Mainly just because I'm so used to using the Fenty Beauty one, and I love that concealer. It's nice and full coverage, covers like everything, but it's quite drying on my skin, personally. Some people don't, I do. I'm going to be using a tapered fluffy brush and setting my eyelids. For that I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this is in the shade Fair Light 10. This one I haven't used in a while, mainly because it's quite yellow, and the packaging is so messy. Like, it's all around here. Look at that. Oh. It's not a bad powder, but this color specifically is quite yellow. And I'm normally really pale, so let's see. And I do powder my eyebrows as well. Hey. So apparently, unless it's showing up differently on camera, and I'm just seeing this because of the lights, I think this is my skin tone now. Yeah, that's like the same color as my skin. Okay. This is the Maybelline New York. It's called the Nudes of New York palette. And I need to open this with tweezers because I got my fake nails back. Well, except one. First off, the first thing I'm going to say, I'm glad that it holds itself open, but I do wish that this lid went back. I really hate that. I'm not trying to be cruel, but where is it? All of the palettes that I have just sitting here, I take the Jaclyn Hill one, it folds back quite a bit so that I can hold it open like this, or I can set it up on my desk. There's also the Kylie Jenner one. It folds back. I buy palettes that I feel will be most comfortable to hold while doing it, as well as liking the product. I have to like the packaging as well. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. But with that being said, these eyeshadows look pretty promising. These are the L'Oreal Paris pressed, I don't know what they're called. 24-hour infallible eyeshadows, maybe? It's the only thing on them that I can see. I think that's the name of it. But these are the little single pressed eyeshadows. Most of these are like glittery. I have the blue one in the shade Endless Sea, and then I have the green one in the shade Golden Emerald. I have tried them before. I have not tried this one. So what I'm going to be doing today is trying out the shade Amber Rush. So I'm going to be focusing on like colors surrounding this, but I'm going to do a few swatches. So I'm going to swatch the color. Oh, this feels so soft. The color Self Starter, Globetrotter, it's right here. I am doing a generous swatch. These feel so soft. And then let's do a shimmery one, because some of these, in my experiences, a lot of the mattes are nice in drugstore eyeshadows. Some of the shimmers are a little lackluster, so I'm gonna try and swatch the one that sticks out most to me, and it's called Fighter, which is right here. This one does look a bit powdery, but they feel pretty soft. These are beautiful. Compared to some of the eyeshadows I've swatched from Walmart, this is actually really impressive to me. I don't normally buy drugstore eyeshadows because the last time I did, it was years ago, but the last time that I did, it did not turn out well. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a dirty brush. I'm going to start off with the Morphe M513 brush. It looks like this. And I'm going to be using the shade Self-Starter, which is right over here. Oh, this is so much more pigmented than I expected. I really hope I don't mess this up. Whoa! Okay, so make sure you tap off the excess with these. They are also, I'm not sure if you can tell if I hold it up to the camera, they are a bit powdery. I've only swatched this one, and this one so far, and you can kind of see the powder underneath each one falling down. They're a bit powdery, but they are real pigmented. I have absolutely no idea when my camera just shut off. But we use the Maybelline New York Nudes of New York eyeshadow palette. I only use two shades. I use the shade Self-Starter and Creator. And then I used the Milani Baked Highlighter in the shade, the Milani Baked Highlighter in the shade Dolce Perla. And that was on my brow bone, and now I'm going to be using, after I've spent about 5 minutes trying to open it, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Eyeshadow in this shade Amber Rush. This is the Morphe M124 brush. And it's a tiny little flat brush. And I'm going to try this off dry on my eyelids first, but if you want to intensify any shimmery eyeshadow, spray your brush with any setting spray, I believe, but I use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and you put the eyeshadow on your brush first and then spray your brush, and it'll stick on so much better and it'll intensify the shadow. Oh. That's pretty. Yeah, see, without, it's got a little bit of fallout. But without the setting spray, it's still pretty intense. I need, like, makeup remover now. If you use those L'Oreal single eyeshadows, I would definitely do your eyes first, because I didn't even notice that I had fallout until I touched my face. But there's definitely some fallout. I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply mascara off camera. I'm going to also apply, I know how creepy this looks. I'm also going to apply my lashes off camera. So for mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Total Temptation Waterproof Mascara. I like the waterproof version better. I have issues with my mascara transferring with those little dots on the top and on the bottom, so I always use the waterproof. And for lashes, I'm really excited. I'm going to be using the Lunar Angel lashes in the style Space Mom. And these are gorgeous. Okay, So now that I have my giant, like, ethereal fairy lashes on. Oh, screw it. I don't know what order to do this in, okay? I normally use the same primer every time. This is the E.L.F. Glow Dewy Mist. I don't know. I have never used this before. First time ever seeing it was last time I went into Walmart. I think I've seen somebody review this once. I don't know who it was. Well, I'm gonna cover my eyes because I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this on my eye makeup, but oh, that's not a mist. Yeah, it's still, oh, I got it in my mouth. It doesn't taste like coconut, if you're wondering. I'm gonna try that again a different day. It looks like I squirt lotion all over me. I honestly don't know why it did that, but we're gonna move on. I'm gonna be trying the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer, which everybody has tried on the internet except for me. This is not what I thought it would feel like. It's like waxy, like silicone-y. This feels weird. Oh, that is definitely like putty. I don't know, we're gonna try it. Put it right here. I have quite a bit of pores. Can't really tell the difference, but maybe I will once I put foundation on. Now to see if I got a really bad shade for my skin tone. I have a really bad feeling about this. This is the E.L.F. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade Pearl. I'm really excited to try this. I am really nervous that I got something that's too pale for me. It's on the back of my hand, if I can get it out. Oh, no. I hear something. Oh! Will this match me? Woo! No! Why did I try and get a tan after maybe it kind of blends, I don't know. I'm gonna add just a little bit of a darker foundation because this is scaring me. So we're gonna add in some of the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi foundation in the shade N4 Buff Beige. This is gonna change the consistency of the foundation a bit, so I'm not gonna be able to give like a full-on first impression of this. I don't want to end up with a foundation that is the shade of my butt cheek. Moving on to concealer. The other concealer that I bought, and I've never tried any, I think my moisturizer is from this brand. I've never tried any of Neutrogena's makeup. This is the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer Healthy Skin in the shade Ivory Light 1. Let's try it. I don't know. I'm going to start off just like that. I don't know if this is supposed to be full coverage or not. Yeah, I believe you can apply this concealer a bit more liberally. It kind of just blends away. Oh yeah. I'm going to add a little bit more concealer because that really just kind of disappears. I don't know if it's the concealer or the sponge's fault. This concealer might have more coverage to it, but this sponge is literally taking off everything. I don't know where it's from. I got it as a gift. I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Jelly Bronzer? Gel Bronzer? I don't know if that's a different language. Jelly Bronzer in the shade Paradise. These are my worst nightmare. Oh, can you open this part too? I don't know if I can open this. I'm gonna be using this. Oh, it feels weird. Okay, I'm gonna use a little tiny brush. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just gonna do that because I don't know how pigmented it is. That's not bad. Sweet. I was really nervous that this was gonna dry down in like 2 seconds. But it has a lot of blending. That blends so easily. It's not bad. I'm going to lightly dust the rest of my face with setting powder. This might be, yeah, this might be too much bronzer at this point, but I guess we'll find out. The other one that I have is the Maybelline New York City bronzer in the shade 200, I think? I don't know. It doesn't say anything else, so looks like this. I have no idea where this brush is from, but fluffy brush. It's a lot more pigmented than I thought. Whoa, yeah. I'm gonna go really light-handed with this one. It's a nice bronzer, but I am very bronzed right now, so I don't think I need any more. Okay, I'm gonna finish off the eyeshadow really quick with the shade Self-Starter that we used before in here. And Creator. So now I'm gonna try that highlighter. I don't really know how this is gonna go. So it wasn't as intense as I thought. That's not bad. I'm gonna use the Milani Luminoso blush. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some setting spray. So I'm gonna add the Morphe Continuous Mist, or Continuous Setting Mist. And I'm gonna cover my eyes. Now I just have to choose what lipstick to use. Oh, I hit this one off the cover. Oh, see, these lipsticks are really pretty, but they stink. These are the L'Oreal Paris matte lipsticks. This is in the shade All About Pout. I'm gonna really quickly use the Kylie Jenner Coconut Lip Liner. And go back in the L'Oreal lipstick. I'm gonna add my bottom mascara. And then I'm going to add a lip gloss. And I have two different ones that I picked out. These are the Maybelline New York ones that just came out, I believe. The Maybelline New York Lifter Gloss. I'm really hoping that these aren't too pigmented because I bought one that's kind of light, but that's why I bought two different shades. So I got this shade Ice and Stone. I'm going to swatch them real quick. This is the shade Ice, and this is the shade Stone. Whoa, okay. So this one has quite a bit more pigment than the other one. I'm gonna use the shade Ice just because I don't want any color. I want some gloss instead. And this one doesn't really have any color to it. So it's not sticky at all. I'm not a gloss girl at all. I hate lip gloss most of the time. It's always sticky. But this just feels like I'm wearing lip balm. Did forget something. Now I'm going to be, since I have all my powders on, I'm going to add my final brow step, which would be brow mascara, or brow gel. I'm just putting on the brow gel, the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is just a sample size one because I want to use it up. But this is the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. I kind of want to try and maybe add, I'm going to use the shade Originator, I think it's called, right here. And I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corner because I wanted to do that earlier, but I never did that. I mean, it's not bad, but that's not normally like how I would normally do it, like really bright. Well, this is the final look, you guys, unless I'm forgetting something, but I don't believe that I am. I am thoroughly impressed. The only thing that I am a little like on the fence about would be the E.L.F. Glow Dew Mist, or Glow Dewy Mist. We're gonna retry this another time, but I don't know if the nozzles broke on mine or what, but that did not work the way that it's supposed to. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see more videos from me, please do subscribe. Make sure you like this video and comment any suggestions that you have down below. Any videos that you'd like to see, any products you'd like me to use, anything like that. So, as always, please enjoy the bloopers and have a nice day. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Of course I did. I spilled my coffee, for anybody curious, all over my desk. Opal, don't f with the blinds. I'm so used to like sheltering myself away from, oh. No! We're gonna pretend that's a highlight. That's not concealer. For anyone curious, this is the little turd that I'm yelling at the entire video. Opal! Don't chew on the wall. Why are you laughing at me? Hey, wait. Were you serious when you said that you were gonna do a voiceover?
No.
Boyfriend does my voiceover?
No.
Oh.
It'd be funnier to have your mom do it.
No, it'd be funnier to have you do it. Mom knows somewhat about makeup. You just call me a raccoon with red eyes.
I called you a trash panda.
They're not. Go take your shower. You're mean.
I didn't call you a... Oh, maybe I did.
Yes, you did!
I called you a red panda when you had the red eyes.
I spent like 2 hours getting ready to try and see if you thought it was cute because I wasn't wearing makeup forever, and I used to, and then I put makeup on, and you immediately walk in, look at me, and oh hey, there's a red panda in here. What? Do you like it?
Busy.
You're busy putting deodorant on. Do you like my makeup?
Looks like makeup.
You're a man.